A plea deal that could let the alleged mastermind of the 9/11 terrorist attacks avoid the death penalty was upheld by a U.S. military appeals court. Earlier this year, 3 men held for decades without trial at the Guantanamo Bay Detention Center reached an agreement with Pentagon prosecutors to plead guilty and possibly avoid the death penalty. The prisoners include Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. He is accused of leading the plot to fly hijacked commercial passenger aircraft into the World Trade Center in New York City and into the Pentagon on September 11, 2001. The 9/11 attacks, as they are known, killed nearly 3,000 people and propelled the U.S. into a 2-decade war in Afghanistan. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in August rescinded the plea deals. The Pentagon previously said Austin was surprised by the plea deals and that the secretary was not consulted because that process is independent. But in November, a U.S. military judge ruled that Austin acted too late on revoking the plea deals and that they were still valid. The order late on Monday by the U.S. Military Appeals Court upheld that ruling. The Pentagon did not respond to a request for comment. Mohammed, also known as KSM, is the most widely known inmate at Guantanamo Bay. The prison was set up in 2002 by then U.S. President George W. Bush to detain foreign militant suspects following the September 11th attacks. Human rights experts, including at the United Nations, have condemned torture at Guantanamo Bay and elsewhere during the so-called War on Terror and demanded an apology from Washington. Former President Barack Obama acknowledged in 2014 that the U.S. had engaged in torture and said it was, quote, contrary to our values.